Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello if you are new here. My name is Kira and this is Mystique and Illusions. Now today we are going to be doing another makeup artist reacts to special effects and makeup in film and TV. Now today we're going to take a little deep dive into, of course, another horror, but more specifically a body horror film. Today we are going to be watching and commenting on the 1986 The Fly, starring Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. Now, this film is insane for the amount of prosthetics and effects and animatronics that they use during the film. Now, The Fly did receive a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.6 on IMDb. Now, this film did win several and was nominated for several various awards in film and television. One of the biggest ones it achieved was the 1987 Oscar winning for Best Makeup. Now this went to Chris Wallace and Stefan Dubis. Now these two are astonishing makeup artists. I believe we've talked about Stefan before, but Chris Wallace is a special effects makeup artist who is best known for The Fly and also working on Gremlins. Now let's dive into a little bit of the Saturn nominees and awards that this film received. For the nominations, The Fly in 1987 was nominated for Best Actress, Best Director, Best Music, and then it did win a few categories for the Saturn Award. In 1987, it did win Best Horror Film. It also won Best Makeup and Best Actor for Jeff Goldblum. Alright guys, now without further ado, grab your snacks, your popcorn or your drinks, get your headphones on, and let's get started.
What am I working on? I'm working on something that'll change the world and human life as we know it. What do you want me to be specific here in this room with half the scientific community of North America?
Okay, that makes sense. I was about to be like, dog, that's a crazy flex to just drop in a random place. But it fits. He's at a science like convention.
Somehow I get the feeling you don't get out much.
You can tell that?
Yeah.
Guys, I used to have the biggest crush on Jeff Goldblum. I think this is when I first saw him in anything. Him in Jurassic Park.
Before this party's over.
Yeah, but they're not working on. They're controlled by this.
Thank God for that.
That is the most 80s retro looking computer. Have you guys ever seen the actual what big supercomputers in the 80s looked like? Kind of like in war games. Here, I'll show you a picture. It's crazy.
Say, do you have something on you that's personal that I could use? Something uniquely you? An item of clothing or jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
Teleportation?
Please.
He's so excited.
Oh. This is incredible.
What's that? What do you do?
Well, you want me to get the quotes right, don't you? I'm a journalist.
Oh, no.
You knew that.
A joke.
What?
He's conning you. What's an old nightclub routine? The two cabinets. And you fell for it.
I've come here to say one magic word to you.
Yeah?
Cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. He was asking her out to lunch. Okay. I thought that was so weird. I mistake that. I thought he was just saying cheeseburger for whatever reason.
Oh, something important's missing.
Well, what happens when you try to teleport living things?
Not while we're eating.
Can't be worse than this.
It's worse.
Why not get more? Let me become your major project. I'm talking about a book, not a magazine article. Follow me and my work.
Wow, that'd be a pretty interesting book.
I don't have a life, so there's nothing but all concepts of transport, of borders and frontiers, of time and...
Oh my God, I didn't even realize it would literally, there'd be no reason for cars. There'd be no reason for planes or trains.
What are you doing in my apartment?
Just happened to be in the neighborhood. Felt a bit scummy.
I have a key, remember?
Who gave it to me?
I know I should have changed the lock.
They dated.
I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First of all, where did you get the baboon? And I don't want to see the baboon die. Oh. No. Is it alive? Oh my god, please don't be alive. That looked to be some sort of latex base. Could have even been polyfoam with a coat of latex over it, and it looked to be animatronic. So it probably either had you can do it with electrics, or you can do it with air and have them be air pressurized to move like that. And there's actually a puppeteer who is running the board doing what it needs to be done. So that was pretty cool. The paint job was really good. They probably just referenced basically veterinarian or other kind of books that would show the musculature of a baboon. So yeah, that was awesome. And I love how it was such a little thing, but it probably took hours and hours and hours and multiple people to make that. So
Can't deal with flesh. It only seems to work with inanimate objects, nothing that's living. Clean. I change my clothes every day.
he just has what, like 50 the same shirt and ties? Oh yeah, okay.
5 sets of exactly the same clothes?
Learned it from Einstein. This way I don't have to expend any thought on what I'm going to wear. I just grab the next set on the rack.
You're very cute. You know that?
Am
Oh,
Ah, he fell on a microchip.
sorry.
I? I wonder what happened to that.
Sorry. I just want to eat you up. You know, that's why old ladies pinch babies' cheeks. It's the flesh. It just makes you crazy.
Want to try an experiment?
Sure.
Yes?
Well, I could use some finesse, but it tastes like a steak.
Oh. Eat.
Oh. It tastes funny.
Funny how?
It tastes synthetic.
It should make the computer crazy, like those old ladies pinching babies. But it doesn't, not yet. I haven't taught the computer to be made crazy by the flesh.
Same. Her makeup is it's end of 80s, but it's delicate. You know, it's not the crazy overbearing that we all know and think of with the crazy amount of blush and big bright colored eyeshadows and stuff that you think of for 80s traditional makeup. But this is the everyday 80s look, which is an important distinction. Even when doing any sort of period piece, you do have to think about that, and you have to find reference of the decade and how women actually wore their makeup, and not what you saw in photo shoots and stuff like that. Even though this was filmed in the time it's portraying.
What are you doing here?
I followed you.
Why?
You stayed with Brundle all night. Why didn't I believe you, I wonder? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he'd look great in this.
Freaking creep.
Your time, man.
Don't you get it? I am finally onto something that's big, huge.
Yeah? What? His
Crude status. Very crude.
Whoa. Girl, you dated this dude. That's
You're a goddess.
embarrassing. Oh, she bought him different clothes. That's kind of sweet.
I think it's time for champagne.
Worked.
It's a romance we're having, is that what it is?
Yeah, could be a romance.
It's really sweet. Oh, I hate it when people kiss you with their eyes open. It makes me feel so strange.
I still have the residue of another life, you know. I have to scrape it off my shoe and get rid of it once and for all. Everything that has to do with transportation will become obsolete. And I am right there in the middle of it. The only recorder of the event from the inside out.
Hey, keep me informed, all right? As a friend? As a professional?
Okay.
What about sex? Yeah, I'm not saying love or affection, just stress-relieving sex.
You're disgusting.
Yeah. Why did you date this dude?
Stath is Barnes is her old boyfriend.
Oh, he figured it out, of course.
Desk of Stath is Barnes. How about under the desk of Stath is Barnes?
Oh, he's talking to the monkey?
She runs out late at night.
This is a real monkey. I just looked it up because I wasn't sure. That's crazy. People don't really film with animals like that anymore. They kind of stick to like horses and dogs and very domesticated animals. No way. No. I mean, damn, he's fit. Dude, that's crazy. You tested yourself. You said that the next step was to have him go and get tests to make sure he's okay before you do it on a person, let alone yourself. Like, you just shot yourself in the foot when it comes to your research and this actually becoming a reality. That was the dumbest move ever. Wow, that's like the second time this movie has had eye-open kisses. I hate it. Oh, their eyes are both open. Actually look just like flat latex that was sculpted and painted with those little pieces glued to it to stick out the fly pieces. That's some crazy core strength. Oh my God. This is like red flag 1, right? Waving the red flag. That monkey didn't act like this when he came out of the transporter. Why is he acting all like peak physical shape? Like most use of the muscles, built perfectly.
I've been obsessively pursuing goal after goal.
Do you normally take coffee with your sugar?
What? You know, I just don't think I've ever given me a chance to be me.
She can't tell if he's super excited or if something's wrong, because she doesn't really know him that well. Look at his face.
Hey, what's this?
It's an attempt to distract me, that's what it is.
This is where we're going to start seeing multiple phases of his transformation, and I want to talk a little bit about the process that these amazing makeup artists did to create this transformation. So it's very similar to the American Werewolf in London, how they did that whole transformation scene. They had phases of prosthetics in different forms for him to transform into the wolf. Now in this, it's very similar, except during those phases and in-betweens, we're showing it much more. And it's not just one transition scene. He is in periods of each transformation, of each phase. So and a makeup design standpoint, which for these kind of things, if you are the head makeup artist, you are designing this. Or there are creature concept designers that you can hire. That's a separate thing. So there were 7 stages of the fly. So for this is stages 1 and 2, which is a kind of subtle rash-like distortion and discoloration that's showing up on his skin that it looks like right now we're in the stage 1 of that, where he's got little weird dots and skin discoloration, and then those weird like antennas coming out his back a little bit there, which is interesting that kind of progression is already happening with a wound that was there, which was a fun way to kind of be able to have those tentacles or those little antennas coming out. Yes, so we'll keep going, and every time I see a different phase, we're gonna pause and talk about the phase a little bit and kind of what we're seeing in that makeup, what they're doing.
I want you to go through. I want to teleport you as soon as possible, right now.
No. No.
I hardly need to sleep anymore, and I feel wonderful. It's like a drug, but a perfectly pure and benign
Absolutely
drug of
not.
power. You're a fucking drag, you know that?
Something went wrong, Seth. When you went through, something went wrong.
I believe we are entering phase 2. So instead of those discolorations that we saw before he got to the bar, now we are starting to see skin lesions, bumps, boils, that kind of thing. Now, these are going to be probably small, very individual pieces. There's a few different ways you can do them, which is so cool because like, I just love how there's 100 things in makeup that you can do 100 different ways and still achieve this similar effect. So with these, they could honestly just be little patches of latex that they made and then just popped on, or there are certain things like scar wax or more of a 3rd degree kind of product that you can shape and mold and then let it dry and it can set up on the skin. Those are interesting to work with. I think they're great for small effects like this. In this case, where it's used in small little pieces and little, making those boils, they would probably stick up well. I do notice they kind of have a sheen sweat on him, and they've kind of accentuated his dark circles a little bit. Oh my God. Okay. I knew it was gonna happen. Oh, my arms hurt. Oh, that looked like a prosthetic. I'm wondering if you could have done that effect with an animatronic piece. That would be cool. But it looked like a prosthetic with a fake piece of bone made, and I like how it was a splint. Like it wasn't a clean break. It was a pretty gnarly break if you didn't see that. And it looked like it had a latex piece that was stretching when the bone came. That did look really amazing in terms of effects. That's not real, is amazing because it looked really good. Oh, that is a blood gag too, worked into the prosthetic. Looked like it was just a really thin syringe. For that, I wouldn't have done a thick tubing at all, just because it's such a small piece. But this is her makeup and outfit is very 80s. It's the iconic epitome 80s look that we get. The denim on denim and big fluffy hair and a very pink baby doll lip and sometimes red too, and a bright pigmented shadow. Looks like they did a lot of modeling on his neck and chest, and it's really subtle, but it's really beautiful and it reads really well.
You're changing, Seth. Everything about you is changing. You look bad. Those weird hairs that were growing out of your back, I took them to a lab. I had them analyzed. He finally came to the conclusion that they were definitely not human.
Oh, very good.
Not human, Seth.
Oh my god. Whoa, okay, cool. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, that was definitely latex. They might have done a fake nail on it so it would easily peel off and just kind of tack it down with a little latex or maybe very, very little bit of Prozane to have it have that thickness and to be able to peel off and have the texture of a nail instead of doing a foam latex nail. His hands look nasty. So it looks like those are all probably tips of foam latex pieces adhered to him. Oh, he's secreting. Gross. Okay, that looks like some sort of like jelly or KY jelly or some sort of kind of mixture where that was put under for him to pull up like that. Now he gets it.
Where are you? Are you at home?
Veronica, you don't know how right you were. I've gotten much, much worse. Please come to see me. Please come now.
Whoa.
And it's been accelerating. It's unrelenting every day there.
Ew, the way
Changes.
he's walking.
Every time I look in the mirror.
Whoa, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is definitely this is stage 4. Okay, so it's a full face prosthetic. It's foam latex, and I'll let you know how I can tell it's the lips. You know, because like you easily could be fooled that it's silicone, but silicone wasn't invented quite yet, used for prosthetics in that capacity. The shininess and the glossiness you see on top of this prosthetic is KY jelly. They used so much of it. Ew, gross. It's all over his shirt too. Yuck. Okay, so it looks like it is a full headpiece and a neck piece too that probably stops right under his collar there. It looks like he also has a hair piece on. So the actor himself might have a bald cap on with his real hair tucked in there. And then this wig piece was laid on top and glued down to the bald cap. The reason I'm saying that, the hair is much thinner, and from the earlier spot you saw it from the back of his head, and it was splotchy. It had bald spots coming in. So let's take a look at this stage. It looks like all those lesions have really taken over his skin. There's a lot of bumps, there's a lot of ridges, and his it's morphing, his genetic code, his DNA. And it's doing a combination between the human and the fly. So you're going to see odd forms and shapes, but at this stage, you still want to be able to recognize that it's humanoid, or was once human fully. There's a lot of modeling in here that I do see, which is kind of, modeling is that veiny blue tone and the purple tone, and it is a technique used in painting. Basically, it's kind of like an irregular snake pattern in the forms of making veins. There's kind of like an octagon shape, but it's not perfect. You want it to be a little messy so then the eye can pick it up a little better. And then, you know, it looks like they have his skin tone on there and it's coming through. When painting foam latex, it can be very hard to get that kind of skin look where it's translucent to a degree. You see freckles, you see veins and stuff like that. It's really easy to overpaint a foam latex piece, and honestly it's really easy to overpaint any sort of prosthetic such as foam latex or silicone, but you have to really do it in phases and build it up, and sometimes like take a second to look away from it and come back and see where you're at.
Got confused. There weren't supposed to be 2 separate genetic patterns, and it decided to splice us together.
Oh, Oh.
Gotten pretty good at it, haven't I?
Oh my God. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa. Okay, I think we're in stage 5. It looks like he is got more deformities on his arms, his legs. I would say it's a full body suit because of the odd deformities and thickness, and he's getting broader, and his back has more deformities and that weird stomach thing. So that would be just one scene where he could lift the shirt up and show it. The coloration is getting really intense, like in a good way. I do see a little bit of orange here, and I like that. I find that it's a nice breakup, especially I see it really on the forehead. And you know, I see the highlights of the flesh tone along with a little bit of white on his nose. It looks like he also has a set of teeth in. And we've talked about teeth before. Usually you sculpt it on a little denture cast of the actor's teeth. You sculpt it up. You also underneath you'll have kind of like a vacuum form plastic that you kind of, you know, you do a vacuum form seal on. So then you basically cut out and you make a retainer basically for the actor to pop in with these painted gums and teeth that you've sculpted so they fit perfectly for the actor. It looks like there's more hair fallout, and it is sparsed out. That could be a lace front wig with, of course, the bald cap and maybe a piece over the top of his head to kind of start changing the shape there. And I would say none of this is hand-laid hair. This might be a hand-tied lace front wig.
Becoming something that never existed before. I'm becoming Brundlefly.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm pregnant with Seth's baby.
Probably post-genetic mutation.
No.
You can do it.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Gross. Okay, that looked like that was a foam latex piece with an animatronic and was probably maneuvered and done with a remote control off to the side. That was nasty. That was very fly larvae inspired. Whoa, look at his hands. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. Let's take a look here. I believe we have entered stage 5. I might have miscounted my stages previously. It looks like this is a full body suit. No clothes on him, so a lot of more interesting forms. It's really gross. The paint job is immaculate. It's not muddy. It's we're looking at something, you know, it's not just one solid tone or too many. And I see some more KY jelly on him. I see this is a full prosthetic piece along with the bodysuit over his head. It looks like he definitely has a bald cap under this, and it looks like these pieces of hair are now either hand laid or punched in. At this point, I think we have lost the necessity of a wig with this amount of hair loss. And I see little longer pieces of hair sticking out, like the fly hair off of his body. A lot of KY jelly. Oh, teeth are falling. Ew, 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 ew. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Look at his back. And the forms. Oh, no. Girl, you don't need to see this. No, I don't want to see you move. I don't want to see it. Oh, gross. Whoa.
I wanted to see you before.
Have you ever heard of insect politics? No compassion, no compromise. We can't trust the insect. I'd like to become the first insect politician.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm saying I'll hurt you this day.
Yeah, he probably will. This is probably his last rational thought that is anything close to Seth.
down. Let's go down.
No! No, I think we should wait for a few days. I don't think you're in the right state of
No,
mind.
now. I want it out of my body now.
Oh no. No, 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 oh no.
Wait, Seth, no.
Oh my god! Sorry, that's really nasty. No, 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 not his legs! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's so gross! Obviously some weird, I don't even want to know, honestly, what that was made of. That's how gross it was. They probably did a little research into corrosive acids and what that could do to the body, and how it would look.
I go there. And, you go there. We come apart. And then we come together there.
No, no.
You.
Hard
me,
pass.
And the baby. Together.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, that was so cool. I don't like that. Oh, it was so cool though. Okay. All right, guys, I believe we are entering stage 6, which, from what was released, is the final Brundlefly creature. And I guess on the set, it says that they referred to it as Space Bug. It's depicted with various practical and full body cables with a rod-controlled puppet. So this is no longer the actor. This is not Jeff anymore. This is just a kind of animatronic puppet that they made for this effect. There is one final stage after this. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, oh, oh! Yeah, these are all animatronic puppets and stuff, and this pieces coming off might be just like latex or foam latex pieces. Oh, if this guy saves her, I'll like him a lot more. He's really taken two for the team, you know? Oh, gross! Oh, look at those forms! It's more fly than human now. Yes, yes, you got this. Yes, he shot the wires to disconnect. One leg out. Ah! God. Gotta be stage 7. Wow, abrupt endings with these older films. I like how it ends. It's good. That was an incredible film. it looked like there was so much put into this by everything, by like set designers, by costumers, by, you know, and all the grips and people who do the heavy lifting, you know, that's really important too. And oh my God, the effects were incredible. They were gross. They were really gross, which is great because it means the effects, they did their job, you know. And overall, the story was, it was very Greek tragedy. It was very, you know, it had these wonderful moments in the beginning, and then it fell apart, and you got to see these characters fall apart with what was happening with the effects and stuff. So I really like horror films. I really love the horror films that show a story and aren't just about, you know, the campy kills and stuff, because it makes you more enjoyable and makes you more in touch with these characters and the story itself that's being told. And this was a wonderful film. No wonder it got Best Horror Film. This was great. It did make me feel a little sick to my stomach, not gonna lie. Well guys, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this movie with me. It was really fun, and I can't wait to do another one. This was recommended for me to do, and I had a great time watching it. So go ahead, leave more recommendations down in the comments below. Trust me, I see them and I will get to them, I promise. I do like to do like an older makeup movie reaction, and then kind of a newer one. So hopefully the next video will be more of a modern one with modern prosthetics that we can take a little peek and get a little diversity. So I will link right here in this little box a video that you can watch of me doing another reaction. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.